Hey, hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am saying good morning because I don't know exactly when this will be streamed. It's morning over here, and I'm very excited to be doing this. Um, First, I want to say a very big thank you to the organizers. I mean, thank you for considering me worthy to speak on this platform. Number two is I want to say a very big thank you to all the speakers. I looked at the lineup. The lineup is amazing. I would have loved to join physically, but I'm just constrained by a couple of different things. Eyitayo is my name. I am an entrepreneur in the tech space. I've got other small things that I do. For example, I've got a very small real estate company. I've got a very interesting ranch. I run a ranch that I also, built ground up, and a couple of other things. I really hope that these will be value to you guys. So I'm just going to do this within the space of 5 minutes because that is the time that I'm given today. Guys, I want to speak on, you know, culture in motion. Culture in motion, right? And think about it. Think about it. Think about it. There's no better phrase to describe Lagos than to say Lagos is a culture in motion, right? But my focus really is how can you, as Lagos young people, create wealth, number one, right? Create wealth. And number two, create social change. How can you create wealth and create social change? But interestingly, I'm going to be focusing on how can you create wealth and social change in this new generation. And this new generation, no matter what you think and how you feel about this generation is going to be defined by artificial intelligence. And I'll spend some time to help you understand what I mean. You see, Lagos is a city where culture never sleeps. Everyone is busy, from music to fashion to movies to tech. I'm in the tech space. Like, these dynamics have changed the way we do things, the way we react to things, the way we do businesses in Lagos, and the opportunities that would also define the future of Lagos, especially you as young people. You see, you cannot take yourself away from the current reality. The current reality right now is that you are now in a generation that artificial intelligence is powering many of the things that you're doing. Let me give you a very interesting example. If you're under 25 and you're listening to me, it means that in the next 10 years, many of the cars, and the next 10 years means you will be 35, you will be around my age. The cars you will be driving will be AI driven cars. The flights you'll be getting on will be AI. There won't be a lot of pilots in the future. There will be AI driven, planes and craft. The music, many of the songs you're going to be listening to will be AI generated. Many of the videos you're going to be watching, the movies you're going to be watching, the movies I'll be produced in the future will be AI driven. Not that AI will displace everything and humans will no longer be useful. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, for example, if it takes 1 hour to produce a movie, it's probably going to take 1 minute, in the future. If it takes 1 year to produce a movie, it's probably going to take about 1 hour in the future. That is the future that we are getting into. Many of the cars we're going to be driving will be AI driven cars. The schools we're going to be going to will be AI led schools. The future is driven by artificial intelligence. And what does that mean to you? It means this is the best time for you to begin to position yourself. And there are three types of people listening to me. The first category, the people that would argue and say, oh, AI is not going to do this, AI is going to do that, AI is going to do that, AI is not going to do this, right? The second category of the guys listening to me are the people that are not going to argue and they will also never take action, right? And the third category, the people that are listening and they're asking themselves, okay, I am a young person in the generation of AI. I can't fight this thing. This thing is going to take over a lot of things. How do I, as a person, plug into that opportunity? Right? And that is the way I want you to think. So let me give you two different examples, right? There was a time around 1990 that there was no internet. None. There was no internet, right? There was no internet, and it also meant that there were no mobile phones. Some people were born in that time that there was no internet, and boom, internet happened to them. And there were three types of people in those days. The first set, the people that were arguing, saying, oh, this is going to happen, this is not going to happen. The second set, the guys that were laid back, they were not taking action. And the third category of people, those that took action. Now, those that took action when the internet started are the billionaires today, right? The Bill Gates that built Microsoft, the guys that built Oracle, the guys that built Zoom, the guys that built, Google. Those guys, they leveraged the internet, era. So the era that you exist on right now, the era that you exist in right now is the artificial intelligence era. And artificial intelligence will change a lot of the things that you do. And let me give you a very interesting example. Nigeria and Lagos at large, Lagos as a part of Nigeria is a very consumption-heavy economy. Very, very consumption-heavy economy. Now, in other words, what it means is that if you are building something today as a young person in Lagos, whatever you're building, your first competition is artificial intelligence-led product that will be shipped into Lagos or that will be shipped into Nigeria. And because Nigeria is a consumption-heavy economy, it means that people would not use your own product because your product is good. They will use the other product because the product has AI. And what do I mean? It means that the product is faster, is better, is more efficient. Now, what am I saying? If you're a lecturer today and you're lecturing in Lagos, your competition, right, is not another better lecturer. It's the artificial intelligence that other lecturers will use. So the competition of the future is you are competing with other people that are using AI. If you are an entrepreneur today and you're like me, you're competing with me that I'm using more than 13 different AI solutions on my system. I've got Comet on my system. I've got OpenAI. I've got ChatGPT. I've got Google Gemini. I've got Caption for my video editing. You're competing with me that I'm using 13 different AI solutions. It means that where you have to hire 1, 2, 3 humans to do a lot of things for you, I already have on my laptop 13 different AI solutions that are doing the things for me. So in other words, if we are going to compete in the future, and when I say in the future, I mean in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, how do you compete with me when you don't know artificial intelligence and I have 13 different AI solutions sitting on my system that I'm using? So while you are looking for people to do things for you, I am looking for AI solutions that I can download on my system to get things done for me. And why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you because the future is going to be so much around people using AI to outcompete themselves. So Shagun runs a business where he sells bed sheets on the internet, on Facebook, on Instagram. Tolu runs another business that sells the same bed sheet on Instagram. The better entrepreneur among the two of them is the guy who knows how to use artificial intelligence to reach customers faster, to collect money faster, to power delivery faster, and to recognize customers' complaint even before the customer complains and quickly react to the customer. But you are not using AI, right? So you're doing many things manually, the things you're supposed to do with AI. You see, the creativity power of the future, or let me say the creative power of the future, is not in the human intelligence. Now, I'm not saying that you as a person will not be intelligent. You will be intelligent, you'll be smart. But the creativity of the future is in number 1, artificial intelligence, right? How do you compete if you're a movie producer, for example? How do you compete with someone who has more than 15 different AI solutions that is using to edit a movie? Well, you are editing the movie manually, right? If you are a content writer of the future, how do you compete with someone who is writing a book creatively with artificial intelligence? So my charge to you is this, guys. AI is not another buzzword. AI is not another buzzword. AI is not another hype. AI is actually happening to a lot of us. But the reality is that many people are still sleeping, sleeping on this artificial intelligence thing. So, my first charge to you before I round up is, as a young person, you must be studying and learning and reading and immersing yourself in everything artificial intelligence. Number two is this: as you begin to go from hustle to ownership, monetization is very, very critical. Whatever you do, you must be thinking about, how do I monetize this thing? You are volunteering, you're building a level of expertise as you're volunteering. At the back of your mind is, how do I monetize? Because if you're not monetizing, you're wasting your time and you're not building wealth. So, charging a project fee for your skills, charging a project fee for your skills. Don't just give your skills away all the time. It's okay to give your skills away sometimes. For free, volunteer, be a part of project, give out yourself to the world, but you must also begin to think about, how do I professionally build these things that I'm doing for free? How do I begin to build it as a skill that will earn me money? So that means that monetization is a very, very critical part of your life. I'll give you a very interesting example. In 2016, those days I used to help my other friends to think about how to apply for international opportunities. I had, as of 2016, more than 10,000 scholarships sitting on my database. And then I started realizing that many of my friends will come to me and they'll say, Tayo, can you share this sheet with me? Can you share that sheet with me? Can you share this with me? So at some point I said, you know what? I'm going to give it to them for free, but I'm also going to monetize some parts. So I shared the first 1,000 for free. And then I would say, if you're interested in getting the remaining 9,000, pay X amount of money, and boom, I made my first $100,000. This was way back 2016, 17, 18. I made a lot of money. Monetizing your skill is a very critical part of your life. And you can monetize through commission work. You can monetize through one-off gig, project fees. Just make sure that you're monetizing. The final thing I want to touch on before I leave is this. You see, the future belongs to people who create, not people that consume. Stay in the place of creation. Always create. Anything you're doing, always think about, hey, what can I build? What can I create? What can I manufacture? What can I develop? Not just what can I consume. Not just what can I buy. As you're thinking about your future, invest your time and your life in creating things, building things. But don't build things alone. You see, creating wealth is like building a table for food, for dinner. Dinner is not fun when you're the only one at the table. Invite your friends. Tell people, oh guys, I'm building this thing. You see, don't exist in isolation. Don't think, oh, I'm just going to do this thing alone without telling my friends, because I don't trust people who will steal my idea. Nobody's going to steal your idea. Share. Share. Wealth can never be created by a single person. You don't create wealth in isolation. Go and read about the billionaires of this world, the millionaires of this world, the successful entrepreneurs of this world that you admire. They create wealth with other people. Invite your friends to the table. Tell people, I'm building this thing. I'm working on this thing. Can you join me as a co-founder? Can you join me as a partner? How can we partner? How can we do things together? That is how to build wealth. Finally, before I go, globalization. Don't think local alone. I love Nigeria so much. I mean, if you read about me, I've built so many things in Nigeria. I built Utiva in Nigeria. I built the Velocity in Nigeria. My first company was PM Hub. My second company was H City Center. I built Landville in Nigeria. I'm building Utiva in Nigeria. Velocity in Nigeria. I have a ranch in Nigeria. I love Nigeria. Yet I understand that wealth is not built by being local alone. You need to be global in the way you think. So this is the best time for you to start to think about, hey, can I get the global scholarship? Can I get the local scholarship? Can I apply for that international job? But you need to be very bold. You won't be qualified for many things that you see out there, but you need to choke your head and go and apply. Go and do it. I would have loved to go on and on and on, but I was told to do it for 5 minutes and now I'm doing it for 15 minutes. So I've overstayed my boundary. So this is where I'm going to stop. I'm really looking forward to catching up with you. If you followed my conversation and you enjoyed it, follow me on Instagram. It's Eyieko, Eyieko on Instagram. I'm looking forward to doing more big things with you guys. And thanks to the organizer. I hope this is value to a lot of people that listen. Have a beautiful time. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye, guys.